Hello, this is What If Naruto was the son of Kaguya Otsutsuki. This might be part one, maybe of the full movie. So how this is gonna be able for Naruto to be the son of Kaguya? Kushina is actually Kaguya. It's kind of weird. So Kaguya, actually made a backup plan just in case her son sealed her away. So she made a mortal body that she could control at any time. And that mortal body was Kushina. When Kaguya started to use it, she didn't know. She has also the darn Biju's. The Ten Tails soul. So in the anime, I'm gonna just say the original. That wasn't the full full 10 tails. Okay, because you'll understand why in a minute. And that was in the full 10 tails. The full 10 tails is a fox. I'm gonna just say. Okay, so that explains why Kaguya is Naruto's mom, because she's Kushina. That's also how Minato learned how to do the Rasengan and the teleportation thing, because the tailed beast bomb and Kaguya teleporting through dimensions, because she can still do that. She just was in a mortal form at the time. So Naruto is now being born. It's the Nine Tails attack. So now Naruto is born, and he looks hugely different than in the anime. He has horns. So yeah, he has horns, a third eye, white skin, completely pale white. Later on, he'll have Minato's like personality. Also, he so yeah. The full QB is actually sealed inside of him this time. And also the Ten Tails soul. Yes, that's why I said why that wasn't full, because you would have had to seal the Ten Tails in Naruto, then kill Naruto to get the full fox thing. Because technically, that if this was in the anime, that would have happened, because Kushina was Kaguya and got sealed. Yeah, so the Ten Tails soul is in Naruto, and you're gonna need that for later. So then, while the darn Shinigami is there, he sees much potential in this child, so he actually puts Minato's and Kaguya's soul in it, because Kaguya's soul still had a little bit left because of Kushina. Kushina was still alive a little bit, and Kaguya's soul was still in her, so she completely sealed that in Naruto. So Naruto had a little bit of Kaguya's soul. So yeah. Also, the Shinigami also. No, actually, never mind. But yeah. So then. So yeah. So now we time skip to when Naruto's 3. He's walking down casually, going to see the Hokage, Hiruzen. So Naruto walks to Hiruzen and says, "Hello, Hokage-sama." Hiruzen says, "Hello, Naruto. What do you want?" Naruto says, "I would like to see if you could come with me to go shopping, because when you're not there, they overprice me a lot." So Hiruzen, of course, goes with Naruto to get Naruto food. And yes, when I said he's gonna act like Minato, he's gonna act like Minato. He's thinking of things. But yeah, he's even more criticized and even more like beaten up and ran out of stores because of how he looks. But yeah, literally everyone's creeped out that Naruto has a third eye. Of course, it's not the Rene Sharingan yet, but it's just like an actual normal third eye. Just an eye, normal looking eye, but it's a third one. So Hiruzen and him walk into the store and buy him some clothes and some food. And then Naruto says, can we go to another store? And Hiruzen says, okay, but make it quick. Naruto walks in and buys a bunch of supplies for Ninja. Hiruzen says, when did you get the money to buy all this? Naruto said, I've saved up for a long time, only allowing myself on a budget that you have given me. The budget that you have given me, I've literally cut in half every time and lived off of that. Barely, though. And I wanted to buy this. So, Hiruzen says, Naruto, I gave you all that money so you could survive without having to struggle. But Naruto said, I want to have a ninja career, so I have to struggle a little bit so I can get my ninja supplies. Hiruzen says, okay, Naruto. But Hiruzen has a special plan. Whatever Naruto buys, he's going to pay for it without Naruto knowing. So Hiruzen said, go pick some stuff out. Doesn't matter the price. So Naruto goes around. 500 kunais, 1,300 shurikens, and a katana, 300 explosive tags, 100 smoke bombs, another 100 senbon. Senbon, if you don't know, are kind of like needles. They're like ninja needles, but for like killing. You have to have perfect aim to actually kill with a senbon. So Naruto's smart to start learning about how to use them now. So then Naruto keeps, then Hiruzen says that, but Naruto didn't realize the katana that he picked was actually a special katana made with, it was actually one of it was actually Kushina's sword, but a bunch of people raided the Minato's place, a bunch of stupid kids, and sold it to this person, and Naruto was just drawn to it, so he took it. The third Hokage literally looked at it and looked to the owner, said, who gave you this sword? He said, a bunch of kids. He said, I want those kids' name and addresses now. This was the Hokage's wife's sword. Yes, sir. Naruto says, here. Hiruzen says, no, Naruto, it's yours. What do you mean? It's mine. Well, if you keep this a secret, I'll tell you. Naruto says, okay. Because he's still a child. So, Hiruzen actually says, okay, your mom and dad are Minato and Kushina Namikaze. The fourth and his wife. Naruto is shocked, but he keeps his mouth shut. So, Hiruzen pays for it all and says, Naruto, next time you need stuff, don't be afraid to ask, okay? I'm not gonna make you pay for it. Well, next time I might, but this time, because you've literally survived off of just half of what I given you and saved this, that shows me you're responsible enough with money. That you literally survived and off of that much money, and saved half of it, that means you're responsible with money. So I'm gonna raise your money because I know you're responsible. So Hiruzen raises his money up, his allowance, I guess you would say. But Hiruzen said, you only should use this for practicing right now. Keep it all tucked away. Naruto also said to Hiruzen, because I have all this extra money, can I buy a house on the outskirts of the town? Hiruzen says, okay. So Naruto buys a cheap house, because he doesn't have that much money. But it's a fixer-upper, so Naruto still has a little bit of money that left. So he goes with Hiruzen and buys some more stuff to fix it. Hiruzen goes back to the office. Naruto starts fixing up the house with his... So, yeah. So by 3, Naruto's already building a house. Like, fixing up a house, living on his own. A bunch of weapons and stuff. And Naruto's on the outside of Konoha. Like, even out farther than the darn Uchiha clan. When they got moved to the outskirts. But, So Naruto's literally in the, like, place where all the rundown buildings are, like the super, like, old houses that are all abandoned and run down and stuff. Where all, like, the thugs hang out. Or, like, punks, young kids. Sorry, that's only how do I know how to explain it. Like gangsters, like gangs. Where would the mafia would be hiding most of the time. So Naruto one night wakes up to a lot of commotion outside, so he grabs his katana and walks out there. Even though he's like 3, he walks out there and like, what's going on? Like, why are you guys, who are you? These people look at him like, kid, do you know how old we are? And like, they start laughing at him. So, sad for them, Naruto's pretty fast. And, he has trained a little bit. One man gets his finger chopped off. Because Naruto ain't gonna kill. He gets his finger chopped off. And then Naruto says, anyone else want to go? Next time I won't go for a finger. I'll go for the genitals. Yeah, man, Naruto just literally said, I'm going to kill your baby makers if you keep coming near here. Naruto is savage. Trust me, I would literally start begging, please don't do that. I'd stay away forever. I literally would. Like, Naruto literally just threatened a man of his livelihood. He literally threatened several men of their livelihood. These men would take themselves out just because this man cut off their genitals. So, yeah, Naruto just did that. They started running. The guy that got his finger got chopped off, he even ran faster than all of them. After that, they never came back. Now we time skip to 6 years old, right when they're starting the academy. So, Naruto goes in, and Iruka, it's like the first day. It's their first day of class, and they want to see how good they are at the first day. So, they're going to test them. So, they do the kunai throwing and shuriken throwing. And Naruto gets a 10 out of 10 in both times. And then Naruto says, can I try, Senbon? Iruka says, sure, but it's very hard. Barely even Jonin can do Senbon throwing and hit their targets. So, and Naruto says, okay, can you put, arrow, like, targets on some, like, little red dots on, serious points. If I hit them, they would die. Yes. So Iruka goes around on the dummy and puts them there. Naruto hits 7 out of 10 of his shots. 7 out of 10. Iruka is freaking surprised. He hit him on the dot, 7 of them. With a little bit more training, Naruto could get really good. So, Iruka instantly puts Naruto at the top in accuracy. Then they try to see if they know any jutsus. Sasuke, still only 6 years old, hasn't learned the fireball yet. Not yet. So, but Naruto, because Hiruzen knew how to survive, has taught him a few jutsus so he could hunt. Because Naruto hunts most of the time. Because Hiruzen has seen this. Because Naruto isn't liked in the village, so he hunts most of the time. So Hiruzen has taught Naruto how to water walk, tree walk, and do multi-shadow clone jutsu. Even though it's like super hard just to do a shadow clone, he figured out that Naruto had immense chakra. He also did chakra paper stuff, and his infinities are actually fire. Well, he actually has all infinities. Also, he has yin yang release. Yeah. And there might be more. Okay, so, yeah, Naruto's just not even caring. He's just minding his own business at lunch. And Iruka comes back up to him saying, we need to do another test. Naruto comes over. Iruka says, I want to see all if you have any jutsus. Naruto does the shadow clone. He also starts walking up a wall and also asks to go to a little pond, which they had a little pond at the academy. I'm just going to say that. And he started walking on it. So, yeah. They're like, what? And, well, Naruto, yeah, he's still a troublemaker, so he has the darn sexy jutsu, so he also shows that off. And Haruka gets shot off, gets nose blood rocketed away, but then comes back and says, it is like a transformation jutsu, so it counts as a jutsu, even though it's not really. And Haruka is very mad at Naruto, but at the same time very surprised and happy because he's so, well, has a lot of stuff. So Naruto is automatically at the top of the class. Like, yeah, better than Sasuke. Naruto, while hunting, finds Itachi's darn training spot, like where he would throw kunais and where he did that spinning thing and he hit all the targets and there was the one behind the blind spot behind the rock thing. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then watch. But yeah, so he finds that place while he was hunting a deer. The deer, of course, got away because Naruto wasn't paying attention to it anymore. Lucky for the deer. And Naruto, actually seeing Itachi training there at the second, says, what is all this? And Itachi's kind of surprised that he just said all that and someone's here. And he says, it's a training field for throwing, like for kunai exercises. Naruto says, cool. And he says, Itachi says, why are you out here? He says, frick. I was trying to catch I was hunting, and the deer just got away. Don't worry. What's your name? Naruto Uzumaki. Cool. Of course, Naruto's not going to say Namikaze because he said he's still going to keep the secret that because Hiruzen said to keep that all a secret. But he says, "Can I try?" And he says, "Sure." Naruto only had Senbon on him right now, so he grabbed some Senbon and did it. Itachi was surprised that Naruto was that good at that. at throwing Senbon, because he knew who Naruto was. Of course, he's an Anbu. But he knew, and also he was part of the village, but he knew that Naruto has been training with the third, but didn't know he was that good. Literally, Naruto has also been training for a while, because this is like a month after the academy. Naruto hits 7 out of 10, of course. Well, 7 out of the 10 things that were there. If there was more, tell me. But 7 out of the 10 that was there. But in the academy, it's only in one spot that he has to throw. So Naruto now can hit all 10 of them in the target spots. Well, Naruto can hit all 10 at the academy. And Itachi was freaking shocked that he hit all 7 of them. But he was even more shocked that one of the 7 was behind the rock, like in the blind spot. So Itachi goes to the Hokage and asks the Hokage if he can train Naruto, because if he can train Naruto, Naruto can be awesome. Hiruzen says, not yet. He's still too young. Well, you're gonna really hate me for doing this, but while Naruto was walking through the town, because he forgot what day it was. He was walking through the town, and some of the drunk people said, "Yo, demon brat, you know what day it is?" And then Naruto opens his eyes in shock. It was his 7th birthday. It was his birthday today. He is freaking scared out of his mind. It's been a whole year. Naruto starts running as fast as he can. He starts walking on a wall, but some of the ninjas catch up to him and make him fall down, and he gets beat to a bloody pulp. In an alleyway, almost half to death. Itachi finds him and brings him to the hospital. Naruto's in a short coma now. But in the coma, Naruto now meets Kurama. He says, "Hello, big fluffy cat." Well, hello, big fluffy fox. The Kurama looks at him and like, "Did you just call me big and fluffy?" "Well, I'm gonna show you, child." He tries to scratch Naruto. Naruto doesn't even move. He says, "Are you gonna try to kill me, fluffy fox?" Kurama's angry. "Kid, do you know who I am?" He says, "Yeah, you're the Ninetales, the QB." "But all you look like right now is a fluffy fox." Kurama is very irritated right now. If he wasn't behind the cage, this child will be getting finger poked like Minato and Kushina did. Kushina and Minato cracked their finger right behind him. "What were you just thinking about right now, Kurama?" Kurama looks over and be like, "Oh, hi! Hi guys, I didn't see you there." Naruto looks, "Mom, Father!" He literally goes over there and hugs them. And they say, "How do you know?" "Hiruzen told me. One time when we were at a shop and we found Mom's sword. And because some people stole it and sold it for money. But we found the sword and Hiruzen told me." "Aww. And now I have your sword, Mom." But Kushina is not in Kushina form. She's in Kaguya form. I'm just gonna start calling her Kaguya now. Kaguya actually tells Naruto, "My true name is Kaguya. Kushina is actually my mortal name. Kushina is not actually real. My name is Kaguya." So Naruto says, "Oh, sorry, Mom." So Naruto now knows, and in the Mindscape, it's like 1 week is like an hour in the real world. So Naruto trains for, I'm gonna just say a year, and it's about, like, a month. I know that's not the true thing. I know that's not gonna be actually accurate, but, like, shut it. But in the time that Naruto was training in there, he has unlocked the Ren Sharingan in his third eye, because he can do that, because Kaguya was training him so hard. He also learned Flying Raijin, Rasengan. He is now able to activate KCM1. And also, his hair changed from... Wait, no. His hair didn't change. But, so... Yeah, his hair's still yellow. But Naruto now is now, like, better, like, stronger than he was. Naruto also is better a kunai thrower, shuriken thrower, and senbon thrower. He's really accurate on those. He's awesome in the darn katana. He's really good with the katana. And he's really good at taijutsu. He also learned a few other jutsu, like water dragon jutsu, mud wall, fireball jutsu, wind bullet, and also I'm gonna say he doesn't have any lightning jutsu, but he can put lightning into his sword and kind of make like a sword Chidori, kind of like what Sasuke does, like put lightning in his sword and like that. And Naruto can zap the people that he attacks. Yeah. But now Naruto's awake and goes to the Hokage's office and says he's awake. And the Hokage says, okay. And he says that Naruto is getting out of the academy early and has a sensei. Naruto's sensei is actually Itachi. But because Itachi and Naruto are literally only a two-man team, Hiruzen actually put a few people other than just them on the team for senseis. He put Shisui and Kakashi on the team too, because they knew Naruto was going to be awesome. And also, Hiruzen just wanted Naruto to be protected at all times. And with those three on Naruto's butt all the darn time, being protecting him, there will be no possible way anyone will ever be able to hurt Naruto again. Even if they were able to, because of Naruto's strength now. So, Naruto keeps his third eye closed now because of the Ren Sharingan thing. He doesn't want to show anyone. But he does tell Hiruzen about it. And also tells Hiruzen about, like, the whole Kaguya thing. And because Kaguya also told Naruto everything about what happened with Kaguya and stuff. Hiruzen knew this already because, like, Hiruzen, like, was, like, kind of like, how do I say this? Kind of like a mentor to, like, Minato and Kushina. They were, like, really good friends, kind of like a adopted, like, they were kind of like really good friends, kind of. Also, yeah. So he knew all this already, but he was shocked to know that he actually talked to them and trained with them and actually unlocked the Rennie Sharingan and stuff. So yeah, but Hiruzen keeps those three on guard with him all times, and they know too because Hiruzen told them to train Naruto with it, and so Naruto is now training with it. Only Kaguya and Minato only kind of unlocked it and only told him about the stuff and kind of barely trained him on it, but they trained him a little bit on it. He can do Kamui, and really good, and also he can do so when on Susanoo you can only do he can only do the skeletal part and an arm, the rib cage and an arm. That's it.
Yeah, back.
Okay. But sorry about that with my dad. But so yeah, he can only do a darn the rib cage and an arm. That's it. That's all he can do. So they wanted to see first what he could do with it. So Naruto opened it, did his things, and they said, "Okay, that's good." And also he can do push and pull things too from the Rinnegan. But so Naruto, so they start teaching him a little bit, and Naruto can also still learn from Kaguya and Minato and all of them, just when he's sleeping though. He can still talk to him though too. But so they help him and everything, and so Itachi teaches Naruto how to do the Amaterasu, the black flame thing. Yeah. So Naruto can do that now. Naruto says, "You guys know you're turning blind, right?" And they say, "Yeah." And Naruto then says to Shisui and Itachi to just switch eyes. They never thought about that because they're dodo brains. So they do that and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna say Obito completely died. He's not even alive anymore. No, he doesn't even turn into Toby. And Itachi and Kakashi got both of Obito's eyes. And Naruto actually he has the power of the sun thing and the moon thing, because Hagoromo sees he's gonna be super strong, he's gonna be my brother, and I'm stupid, and my mom was struggling trying to actually be a good mom. She was just being controlled by the Ten Tails in its impure form, because she gave me the darn Ten Tails soul, and because he knew about the whole Ten Tails thing soul, because once he sucked the Ten Tails inside of him, it became the wolf. And then he realized that she wasn't the Ten Tails was controlling her evilly, and she couldn't stop it, so she was trying to be a good mom. So he gives him the whole darn sun and moon thing, but Naruto, to only unlock it, has to be has to touch the moon for it to unlock. Before, if he wants to unlock it without taking the Bijus, he has to get to the moon and touch it. But yeah. So he actually puts his hand on Kakashi's eyes, and they turn off, and Kakashi feels so relieved. And then Naruto says put chakra to his eyes, and he activates the Sharingan again, and Kakashi thanks Naruto so much because now he can turn it on and off. Naruto wants him to do his Mangekyo, and they all notice that it's now the eternal Mangekyo too, just like Itachi's and darn Sisui's. And even Kakashi asks, "How do you do it?" And he said, "Because of these things on my eye. I got it from the Sage of Six Paths, my brother." And they say, "What?" And then he says, "Oh, Sage of Six Paths gave it to me." What? Wait, did you say brother? I should just tell you this. So Naruto tells them the whole thing, and they're completely shocked. Kakashi didn't know that Kushina was Kaguya. He's completely shocked at this. And Itachi and Shisui are just freaking weirded out that the Hokage was dating a god in a human form. That's like awesome, they're thinking. So, but yeah, so yeah. So one time, Naruto and them all walked back to the place. Oh wait, I didn't get finished telling you guys about what they got done. What Naruto has also learned from them. So before they go so in the few months Naruto has learned training with them the darn Amaterasu. He's also learned how to do the ribcage, 2 arms, and the head. But that's it. He's been able to teleport to place, like, with things, like Sasuke. And he can teleport through realms. That's it. So one time after they were training, they went to Itachi's place, and Sasuke already knew Naruto because of the academy. He says, what is he doing here? Itachi says, "He's my student." "You know him?" He says, "Yeah, he was in my academy class before he got taken out for some reason, probably because he was a dope. And he was failing so much." Itachi says, "Remember, Sasuke, he was the top of the class, and also, he didn't get pulled out because he was a dope. He got pulled out because he was getting trained by me, Kakashi, and Shisui." He says, "What? I want to get trained like that. I'm the son of the head of the Uchiha clan." Itachi says, "If you keep thinking that way, the clan is gonna die out. This is why Dad doesn't want you becoming the head. He'd rather have me or Shisui become the head, even though Shisui isn't even his child. He'd technically rather have him be the head more than me, because Shisui is much more mature than me. I don't see it though." "It's okay, Itachi. We know who the favorite is. Not even in the family." Oh, you're gonna pay for this. They're literally fighting because his father does like Shisui a lot because he is very mature and stuff. But Itachi, his father comes in and says, "Itachi, can you come with us and bring Naruto?" And he's Shisui and Kakashi. So they go in and Fugaku asks Naruto, "How did you do that for Kakashi and for Kakashi?" And Naruto says, "I would tell you, but it's secret. I just wanted to ask because if this got out, we could have a war on our hands for you because of that power. Because that means that is very hard. Like, if you can heal people's eyes like that and like be able to do that, that's hard because that means you can also upgrade the Sharingan. You can upgrade the Sharingan and, like, literally, like, from Mangekyo to an instant Eternal without having to trade Uchiha eyes. So that means the Uchihas might just want to keep you forever, because that means they wouldn't have to kill other Uchihas, their best ever. They might even be able to just unlock the Mangekyo, Eternal Mangekyo from the third Sharingan without having to kill their best friends. So, we gotta keep the secret. And then, Naruto asks Fugaku, how do you know? Fugaku immediately says, I was spying on you. I hate to admit it, but yes, I was spying on you to see if you were a threat. I knew you wouldn't. I knew that you might be angry at me, but I just wanted to see if my son and maybe the next heir, Shishui, was training a bad guy. Itachi literally cracks his knuckles at Shishui and starts looking at him like a death stare. And Shisui starts running, so does Itachi. And then also Kakashi leaves and just try to stop them. Then Naruto asks, why am I really here? Fugaku says, okay, I was Minato's best friend. I know that Kushina was Kaguya, and I know the whole thing. You got it. You make sure you can't tell anyone. If anyone finds out this, other than the few people that know about it, it could be very bad. That's why you should barely tell anyone. Only the people that you trust the most. I know Itachi, Kakashi, and Shisui. You trust them. And I trust them too. I just don't think everyone is able to be trusted. I know. So, they come back, and then they all leave again to go to Iruka, the ramen shop. I can never pronounce the thing right. I can never pronounce it right, ever. But they go to the ramen shop to get ramen, and, like, yeah. Teuchi, the ramen shop guy, name if you didn't know, brings them into the back. All of them. And Teuchi shows them literally a bunch of wanted missions. Like, he was secretly he was kind of like the guy that would show all the ninjas who all the bounties were. Like, who had the most bounties and who was near the village and could take the bounty. Yeah, he knew all that. He had several bingo books addictions. He had all this stuff. So, yeah, so Naruto and all them, they see a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that Teuchi was like a big businessman, more than just the ramen shop. So, yeah, Teuchi showed them a mission that was close by that he knew they could all do and the Hokage knew about this. He actually knew about that because he was actually permitted to do this. He had a license for the stand and also selling this stuff, like selling information about the stuff. So they didn't have to go to the Hokage to get a mission for bounties. They just go to the Teuchi. So yeah, they take a mission and they get paid handsomely, like $1 million each in our money. So yeah, they got a lot of money. But after that, Naruto and them go their separate ways, and Naruto goes back to his house. And he stays there for actually a few days. They get scared, and then Naruto appears and they say, where have you been? And Naruto said, I'm sorry, I lost track of time and I was training with my parents. And they said, oh, fell asleep again? And they said, yeah, I fell asleep too long. I see. So, yeah. So Naruto and them all train again. And now he's 12 and it's the end of the academy. And they say, we can't train you anymore, you have to go back to the academy, so, to get your actual grade. And so, yeah. Kakashi says, I might get you, because I am going to be a teacher for them. Itachi also said this. And also Shishui. Well, it wasn't the actual day of the graduation, but it was close to it, like a few days. So, Naruto goes back to the academy, and everyone's shocked, because Naruto's ripped. Like, he's ripped. He got, like, a 10-pack, his muscles are huge, he's taller than what he was. Of course, he's still pale white and has horns and, like, a third eye, but, like, he's ripped. And he has like the darn Sage of Six Paths robe on, but like small, like his size. It has like the Tomoe still all over it and stuff, but it's open, so it's like a coat, but it's completely open, showing all his muscles and stuff. He has black ninja pants on, blackish blue ninja sandals, and several pouches around his waist full of different materials. Like one sack was like senbon, another sack was exploding senbon, kunai, exploding kunai, shuriken, exploding shuriken. Yeah, I don't know why he would do that, but he did. Same with the senbon, I don't know why. He had his like katana on his side. He also had just normal explosion tags. Also, he also had darn smoke bombs too. He wouldn't do exploding smoke bomb because it's literally almost the same thing. But yeah. He also has a bunch of, like, ninja pills. So, they're, like, a bunch. So, yeah, all the girls are, like, fainting. The boys are freaking jealous. The gay boys are, like, dead. Just, like, dead. Yeah. Even the darn lesbian girls are, like, just exploding with their noses bled because, like, it's still... Aruka face palms like, oh my god, Naruto, did you have to walk in? Aruka says, Naruto, you're late by 5. Naruto be like, I know. I had to stop to eat. Naruto, that doesn't excuse you. I know. At least I didn't have to deal with all your lectures. I was actually training. Naruto, you're gonna get beat. Hey. Calm down. Ooh. Hey, and trust me, I have enough knowledge. Okay? I know enough knowledge. Ow. Why your headache? Trust me. I was up all night literally getting a lecture about everything that happened ever in the world. Ever. I literally got it mentally transplanted in me that everything that ever happened in this world. Yeah, I got told that. So I know everything now. Ow. Well, everything that I needed to know. It still hurts, though. Ow. Okay, well, Well, writing test, because they still had to do that to see if they were smart. Naruto instantly done. Ooh, instantly 100% awesome. Naruto literally, Hiruzen literally started making the darn academy start teaching how to throw Senbon, and actually started more training with it instead of just like having them read and learn about history, because like that was only there for like the civilians that wanted to be ninja. Like the civilian council put that there. Guess what? Hiruzen also kicked the civilian council off. There was no more civilian council ever. So yeah. And if the civilians wanted to become ninja, they would have to actually train. So, yeah. Guess what? Sakura got actually kicked out because she was the worst student in training. Useless in training. She would literally make her teammates would die. So, yeah. They had to throw Senbon, Kunai, and Shuriken, which half of them failed at the Senbon. Some failed just because of the Kunai and Shuriken, which they're like the easiest. But like most of them failed because of the Senbon. Of course, because Sasuke learned, because he had the Sharing, because of Itachi learned the Senbon because he wanted to learn, so he wouldn't fail. You only had to hit 5 out of the 10 targets with Senbon because they're hard. But yeah, most of them barely even hit 5. Like more like if you were good, you hit if you were like really good kind of, and you had a little bit of practice, but if you were the best of the worst, like if the worst had a category and you were the best of them, you would have probably had 3. And the best of the best, yeah, you would have 10, because that's Naruto. Sasuke, he was the second best. He had 6. Literally 6. So, yeah. But, yeah. Naruto really didn't learn also any, like, more Renny Sharingan abilities. The others were just too complicated. I know, so, yeah. So all of this, Naruto completely passes with flying colors. Also, you had to do the clone and, darn transformation jutsu and substitution. Yeah, Naruto passed that all. But even the kids that passed that and passed the darn knowledge, yeah, you didn't have any, and they failed the darn the kunai shuriken and the darn senbon throwing. Like, even if you failed the senbon throwing, you're out. You missed 4, you're out. If you only hit 4, you're out. None of the others matter. You would be out. You missed the kunais, you're out. And nothing else. If you missed the shuriken and nothing else, you're out. You missed the darn writing. Any question, you're out. Can't do any of the darn thing, you're out. You gotta wait. So, yeah. So, a lot of them didn't pass. Neither did Sakura, because the only thing she was really good at was the darn writing. She kinda did okay with the darn the clone jutsu. Naruto did the shadow clone because he's awesome. Everyone else did just clone. She did okay with the substitution and transformation, but she did horrible at the kunai shuriken and darn senbon throwing. Like, she didn't hit 1 at all of any of them. None. So yeah, she failed. So actually the teams are actually different this time. It's Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji still, because they can't ever change that, because, like, it's Ino, Shiga, Cho. Then it's Kiba, Hinata, and Shino, still. Then it's Sasuke. Wait, no. It's also, well, it's actually Kiba, Hinata, Shino, and Sasuke on a team. They're all on a team. Their senseis are still the same, just Sasuke got added on. Naruto team is actually completely different this year because he was so good that they had to put him on a different team, like a whole different team completely, and they moved him up, and Guy actually said he'll take him, putting Naruto on the team with Lee, Neji, and Tenten. Yeah. So, yeah. Naruto actually helped, Neji with the blind spot, and actually helped Neji cover up the blind spot, so now, literally, Neji doesn't have a blind spot whatsoever. Literally, Naruto literally made Neji able to control that blind spot. Like, now Neji knows how to be able to. And then he also helped Lee, with his taijutsu a lot. Naruto actually literally made Lee and Guy come over to him, touched them, and they were able to unlock chakra. They were able to use chakra now. Lee and Guy were so thankful. And they started training with their taijutsu still. And they used their chakra actually not to use jutsu anymore, but to actually enhance their, strength. Like Tsunade. And oh my god, they were so good at it. I think they actually beat Tsunade with it, because they're already all natural darn fighting style and their strength just naturally, and then adding this chakra to them that instantly just makes them much stronger. They instantly took this and we're awesome, we're done. We're super powerful. They are still weaker than Tsunade if she went full force, full power, and went the 100 healings thing and one punch, used all her chakra in one punch. Yeah, they were billions of times weaker than that if they went all force with all their chakra and everything. Because they just got chakra. It's a small amount still, technically. Except for Guy's, because Guy has been around longer, and he already had a little bit of chakra, because he can't technically summon the turtle. He had a little bit of chakra, but he had chakra, but horrible chakra control, kind of. Because as you can see in the original, he can't do clone, but he can clone his clothes. So he does have chakra. Lee can't do anything chakra-wise. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Can't do anything. So, yeah. Lee. So, and then he also helped Tenten with, all this stuff. And Tenten also, gave Naruto more practice also with stuff. They helped each other. So, Naruto had stuff that Tenten needed to work on, and Tenten had stuff that Naruto needed to work on, kind of. And all that. So, yeah. Now their team's completely rounded out. Naruto's, literally the powerhouse with all the jutsu. Neji is, the blockade that, he's, Naruto's, the unstoppable force in their team. Neji's, the immovable object. Lee and Guy are, the darn... They're monsters at taijutsu still. So they're another unstoppable... There's two more unstoppable objects, but for taijutsu. Naruto's just the unstoppable object for, jutsu and, genjutsu. Yeah, Naruto now has genjutsu. He's learned genjutsu, and he's really good at it. Because he has the eye activated. He's oh my god, he's stronger than Itachi level. I'm not joking, my guys. He's really good. He can put you in the Tsukuyomi like that. Not even just him looking at you, you're done. You're done. Not even you have to look into his eyes. Nope, you're done. 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 He doesn't even have to use hand signs. He just looks at you and you're done. You're already in it. Like, you failed. So, yeah. He's really OP. Naruto actually is really good on this team. So, they've already been going on a D, A, B, C, D. Yeah, they've already been on C ranks, a bunch of them. And, like, one B rank, but it was kind of hard for them. So, they do a bunch of C ranks, and they actually are the ones to get the Tazuna mission. So, they get the Tazuna mission, and, oh my god, Naruto kicked butt. I'm just going to explain it to you, because you're going to realize that Naruto just kicked butt in this whole mission. So, Naruto, literally, before they even see the puddle, Naruto already knows the people are there. Like, the demon brothers are literally there. He literally says, stand back. There's puddles up here that's coming up, but they're actually people. Literally a few miles before they even get there. And they say, how do you know this? And he says, I'm a good sensor. Like, a really good sensor. This man ain't no sensor. This man literally has his third eye literally opened a few seconds ago, scanning the area. No offense, but he's still a good sensor. But, like, this man quickly opened his eyes and then saw them and quickly closed it. Yeah. These people had no chance of even sneak attacking. They literally got off the road, started in the forest, literally saw the puddle. Well, Naruto made clones of them and all made them transform into each person, made them start walking. The demon brothers came out and started attacking the clones. They all started poofing. They all started looking around, and then all they see, they look up and they see Naruto just jump from the sky, and literally one dies and the other one gets tied up to a tree, knocked out. Yeah. That's why he blindfolded them, other than Guy. He blindfolded his teammates. Yeah, Naruto killed. And also hid the body. Yeah. And then they get unblindfolded and all this, and they say, what happened to the other one? Naruto says, nothing. Guy doesn't sugarcoat it. He killed them. They say, oh. He says that you guys are good with killing? They say, yeah, we've already had to kill already. We have been a team for a little bit. They say, oh, right, okay. Right. They say, how long have you been going on missions? Around 7, maybe. They literally are freaking shocked. They only started doing a missions 1 year ago. Literally, when Naruto would have been 11, they started doing missions. And now Naruto's 12. And they're like, are you kidding me, child? Are you kidding me? He says, no, not at all. So, they're freaking shocked out of holy freaking poo. So, yeah. Naruto literally, like, they're absolutely freaking, like, terrified. Because Naruto's, like, just, literally, he has been training since, like, literally 7. And been doing a bunch of missions since 7. Like, oh my god. But then they go to the part where they see the white rabbit. Yeah, sorry about that. Had to go do something. They get to that part where Naruto throws the kunai at the right rabbit. But it was actually but instead of that, it was Lee. Because he just felt something. He couldn't feel it. Naruto knew he was there. He was about to, but Lee already did it before him. But Neji also saw him too. And Tenten didn't. But Guy also did. Literally, the blade comes at him. Naruto, literally, before anyone can even know, says, duck. Literally, Guy tackles darn Tazuna. Neji and Tenten, Lean, Neji, and Tenten Neji starts spinning with them inside the dome. And Naruto just catches the thing like, you guys really couldn't just catch it? So Naruto literally just catches the thing and literally throws it right back at Zabuza. Zabuza's scared and ducks, and then it hits the tree behind Zabuza. And Zabuza's like, who are you, kid? Naruto says, 1, I'm not a kid. Well, kind of. Naruto literally like, 1, I'm your worst nightmare. 2, I'm also been trained by Itachi, Shisui, and Kakashi. As you might know, Itachi of the Itachi of the Dard. One sec, let me look this up. Itachi of the Sunshin, Itachi of the Sharingan, and Kakashi the Copy Ninja. He literally, Zabuza looks in fear because there's only been one person all 3 of those people have trained, and that's Naruto Uzumaki. He has learned that he's heard about Naruto because, like, Naruto's been everywhere on the, like, against, like, rogues. Because, like, he's killed a bunch of people. He's with Itachi, Shisui, and Kakashi. Like, literally one of the 3 best people in Konoha right now. Other than, like, the Hokage. They're, like, awesome. They're, like, living legends, technically, still. So, Naruto's now kind of like a living legend because of those 3. And, like, all that. And literally, they're like, oh my god, what have we done? Literally, he literally is like, okay, I don't want to fight. I was hired to kill the man. Naruto's like, you know you're not going to get paid, right? And he says, what? Literally, Naruto's like, yeah, you're not going to get paid whatsoever. He's not going to pay you. You know that, right? He's angry now he knows that he's not going to get paid. Why is he even doing the mission? And he knows about the many, like, he doesn't know about it because, like, whoever's seen it literally dies afterwards. So yeah, he's freaking scared, kind of, because it's just Naruto. Like, he's already, like, super powerful. And it's Guy, literally the Green Beast of Konoha. He's scared because, like, Kakashi, yes, is very strong because he has both of the eyes. He's even stronger than in canon. But still, like, Guy is awesome. Like, literally, he took out Kisame, like, going the 7th gate, I think. Or, like, 6th gate. And I'm like, motherfucker! So, yeah. Like, literally, Guy or Kakashi right now would be able to beat the living crud out of him. And he's with Guy right now. And Guy's even stronger than what he was literally in the original because he has chakra enhanced fighting style. So, yeah. He's terrified. So, yeah. He's like, no thank you, buddy old pal. So, yeah, he just not even gonna fight them and says, nope, we're done. I'll help you take out Gato. And he also says, Haku, come out. And, yeah, they go to Tazuna's and rest for the night. And that's where I'm gonna cut off end part 1 of this. My phone's about to die, so, yeah. That's why I'm gonna end it. Hopefully it was a good 1 part. Hope you guys like it.